Alrighty, welcome to another vintage cube here using my fully powered version of the cube. And, well, I think I'm going to be first picking a One Ring. I do like the One Ring. It's a very strong card. Skull Clamp and Mystic Confluence are both pretty good. And I think those are the main things. Let's see, those three cards plus a Strix, a Skyclave. Oh, I guess a land will be here when I get back, a real land too. So, all right, well, let's just take the One Ring here and see where we go. Okay. There's some strong cards here. Prismatic Vista, Stock Up, Time Twister, Pyroblast, Elspeth, Chaos Defiler. I think I might just take Time Twister. I've kind of come up on this, which isn't like too strange, right? It's actually a really powerful card. Mostly it's that I feel like the ways to break the symmetry with Time Twister, there's plenty. There's like Hull Breacher, or Bowmasters, Leovold, Narset, that sort of thing. There's fast mana. There's just having a bunch of combos in your deck, so when you Twister, you're just more likely to draw them. So I think between all of those, I don't mind taking a Twister over a Stock Up here. Though Stock Up is also very good. And, I mean, this pack, it's going to have something good on the way back. My cube is all good cards in it after all. And then here, a bunch of Jeskai stuff. You know what? I think I'm going to take Volcanic, and maybe one of these Jeskai cards will come back. It's that or Pest Infestation, but I'm a pretty big fan of blue-red, especially with this start a lot of times. So yeah, let's just take this Volcanic and see if that pans out. And then here, oh, well, there we go. Kind of a nice reward. These packs have been strong. I'm going to take Fable here over Daze, Lose Focus, Brazen, and Reprieve. Fable is a fantastic card. And Mind Twist. Don't want to leave Mind Twist enjoyers out in the cold. I recently had a good draft with Mind Twist, so you can check that out. Yeah, this is a good start to a blue-red, maybe combo, maybe control. Could even be a tempo deck, depending on what else I pick up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I might get something back here. You know, Daze or Coveted Jewel, or probably not Lose Focus will be here. Mind Collapse. Like there are a number of cards here that, you know, given the fact that a bunch of those cards are going to be taken, I think I could see those back. Ooh, there's a Headliner Scarlet here. There's also an Astrologian's Planisphere with all these ways to draw extra cards. I mean, Headliner Scarlet is a very strong card, don't get me wrong. But I have 2 3-drops and a 4-drop already. I kind of want to take the Planisphere. All right, I'm doing it. I'm not going to claim that that's necessarily right, but I think taking a good 2-drop is good. And I already have a bunch of kind of chunky cards, so it seems like it fits my curve a lot better. Plus, I don't mind passing Scarlet and maybe hooking Banana Man into red, because I'm going to be taking red cards. Here, I'll probably just take Chromatic Star. I just really like Chromatic Star. It fixes your mana. It's a good thing to sacrifice. It's a cheap spell for things like a Planisphere. I mean, Fresh Start is also decent. Suspicious Stowaway and Treachery are fine, but I'm a kind of a believer in Chromatic Star, to be honest. And then here, I could take Tezzeret because Time Vault is in the cube. It's a way to hedge. I could take World Spine in case I pick up a Flash, maybe the sneak stuff, but it's mostly Flash. Could take Spyglass Siren, Jace, or Burst Lightning. These are all reasonable options. Spyglass makes this into a bit of a tempo deck. Jace is in case I get... Yeah, you know, I'm just going to take Speck on the Worm. I think it's fine. I'm not going to feel like I missed out on too much. I think Burst Lightning is actually just okay. Oh, here I'll take Tursa, though. I really like Tursa over Reckless Stormseeker and Inspiring Vantage. All right, I feel pretty good about this Planisphere now. I don't know. It feels like I've got a lot of cards that work nicely with it. All right, Overwhelming Surge came back. Savai Triumph. Oh, man, most of the lands did get taken. I guess no one took Skyclave. And all the black-white lands are still here. Red, black, white land isn't crazy. Don't think I want loot. I think I'll just take Overwhelming Surge. At the very least, sideboard card. No one takes Pyroblast. I don't get it. I mean, a lot of good white cards here. White's definitely open, but this is an easy Pyroblast. It's such a good card. And then here, I guess I will take the Grappler. Unsurprisingly, Aragorn went first. I think I'm more likely to play Grappler than any of these other cards, though I'm not currently on it. Oh, I love Brazen Borrower. I'll take that over Palantir and Mind Collapse. I just think Brazen Borrower provides such good disruption. Oh, that's a pretty late consider. Manamorphose also has some applications. So does Dark Shores for that matter. But if I'm just straight blue-red, I'll just take Consider and... Oh, Suspicious Stowaway. All right. Yeah, no, I like the Planisphere pick. It feels like it's going to be pretty good in this deck. So currently I would trade this Time Twister for Stock Up, I think. I think early I'm still on the side of just taking Time Twister because of how much more powerful it is. But given where I've ended up, I think Stock Up would have been better. I don't think I'm going to play Bitter Reunion, at least not without some sort of departure into Reanimator. Okay, so not getting any new cards out of this pack. As soon as they clear this backlog here, we're on to pack 2. And let's see what we get. Any good Moxen? I mean, kind of. There's a Chrome Mox, so it's not a good Mox, but I guess it's a Mox. Pretty good with like Fable, Tersa, even just turn 1 Stowaway or Planisphere. Accelerating out Time Twister, Wondering. Yeah, it's a pretty clear Chrome Mox here. All right. Not the most exciting, but take it. And now, let's see. Jace, Urtai, Sacred Foundry, Ajani, Tidebinder, Epiphany, and Tomb. Yeah, maybe I'll get something back here, but I think it's a pretty easy Chrome Mox pick for now. Ooh, speaking of exiling cards from hand, Force of Will. What a strong card. I do love a Scalding Tarn. Don't worry, I would be very happy to pick that one up, but obviously we're taking Force of Will. It's busted with all these cards. It's just a busted card. Over Tundra, Scalding Tarn. Yeah, a bunch of cards I don't care about. Oh, there's the Academy, huh? I have what? Chromatic Star, Chrome Mox, One Ring, Astrologian's Planisphere? Huh. That's interesting. It's that or Bloodstained Mire? Is the other card? No, I'll take the Academy. Even if it ends up being a hate draft, I don't think I need a fetch land that badly. Like, I'm going to be a 2-color deck. And then here I could take Pentide Prism. Prism also good with a lot of these things. And then maybe Wheel Sicarian Infiltrator. All right. I'm in for that. If I had taken Bloodstained Mire, I'd probably just take Spirebluff Canal. I don't think I'd even want Xander's Lounge, but I don't know, a 2-color deck with a Chromatic Star, a Mox, a Volcanic. I'm not feeling like taking the Fixing is worth giving up the potential to have like some really powerful stuff going on. And then here, I'll just take a Soul Guide Lantern. I like Soul Guide Lantern a lot to begin with. And over Stern Scolding, then Smuggler's Copter. Yeah, seems fine to me. Ooh, Season Pyro, Chain Lightning, Unholy Heat, Miscalc. And I guess Ketria Triumph. I think I'll take Miscalc. Blue cards for Force are nice. I've got a Brazen Borrower already. I mean, it would be nice to pick up a red card, but there's 4 red cards in this pack. So if someone takes Ketria Triumph, maybe Avacyn's Pilgrim, and one of the other lands, I'll get a red card back. Yeah, I might not get one back, actually, but that's okay. I'll still take Miscalc. Even if I was getting nothing back, I think I would run it. Ooh, and there's a Currency Converter. Oh, yeah. This is actually working out kind of nicely. A little pivot into Academy. It just, I just took a Chromatic Star and a Chrome Mox, and I was just prepared, just in case an Academy crosses my path. Bitter Reunion might get a little more interesting with Currency Converter in the mix. And then here, Frantic Search, Scion, Abrade, Voltaic Key, Carpet of Flowers is a funny one. I think I'll take the Key. It makes it so if I open Vault or get past Vault, that's amazing. It's great with One Ring, and I'm hoping to pick up a bigger artifact mana source to untap. So do that. I think I'll still take Tidebinder here over Lightning Greaves. I just don't think Lightning Greaves is going to do that much for me. One Ring Key is really busted. Okay, well, I kind of like how this went. I ended up with, let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 artifacts, and then I also have like Fable that can make artifacts. Ooh, a Night Scythe that can make multiple artifacts. I'll take that over a bunch of cards and colors I'm not going to play. I'm pretty committed at this point to being straight blue-red here. Obviously, that could change. I don't have like a ton of red cards either. I have a Pyroblast, a Fable, and a Tersa, and that's it. I could take Revoker or Chandra here. I think I'll just take Revoker. Chandra is okay. I guess accelerating out Chandra can be nice. No, I'll just take the Chandra, actually. I don't think I'm gonna feel too bad about missing that. Oh, kind of interesting Carnage Interpreter deck. I think more likely to want that than Zerda. I don't have any infinite mana sinks. I don't have Basalt or Grim. Okay, well, I think I'll just hate the Serra Paragon. Unfortunately, no one took the Pilgrim or the Thornspire Verge, so I didn't wheel anything. Enlightened Tutor. If I open a Time Vault, Enlightened Tutor is definitely in the mix here. Okay. Going into pack 3, have a pretty decent Academy, kind of like mid-range deck here. Ooh, Tersa plus Currency Converter, by the way. Any Time Vaults? No, but I'll take a Mox Pearl. All right, well, Mox Pearl over Thassa's Oracle, Jace, Misty, Archon, Barragoyf, Sculler, Dragon's Rage, Lalia, Guide of Souls. Yeah, a Talisman will at least come back, and potentially something else. We'll see. Well, there is the Basalt. Oh, Balance. Balance is kind of a busted card. It's true. I don't have any white sources, but I did just pick up that Pearl. I have Pentad Prism. I do have kind of a lot of creatures. Maybe I just take the Counterspell, and if Basalt or Reckoner comes back, I'll be pretty happy, but Counterspell looks really nice here. And then here, oh, Vivi. This looks like a pretty nice Vivi deck. A lot of cheap cards. All right. And definitely going to get something back here, right? I mean, there's Underground Sea, Ballista, Ritual, Preordained, Bauble, Mawloc, Deep Cavern Bat, not to mention Flame Slash, Oliphant. Like, assuming I want Ballista, Preordained, Bauble, and would accept a red card, yeah, there's a pretty good chance I get something back there. Now there's a Lutri here. Not the best Lutri deck. I don't have a lot of spells to copy. I might just take Flooded Strand as an additional fixer. I've already got a ton of playables. Lutri is nice with Force of Will. There's a Fury in the pack too. Let's just take Flooded Strand here. And then here, oh, I like Ponder, but Upheaval and then maybe Wheel Third Path. Upheaval, well, is this an Upheaval deck? This is kind of like an Aggro Academy deck. I kind of want to take like Ponder, Subtlety, something like that. Maybe try to wheel the Third Path. This actually doesn't seem like an Upheaval deck so much. I mean, Third Path is also really good, but I feel like I can wheel Third Path a decent amount of the time. There's also Subtlety. You know what? I'm just going to take the Ponder here. I don't know. That definitely could be a mistake, but it feels reasonable. Then here, Expedition Map to go get Academy. Passing a late Psychic Frog and Flage. If I'd taken Lutri, I would have taken Pyrokinesis, I think. But Map to get Academy sounds pretty reasonable to me. Pick 6. I don't think I need to take Cogwork. All right. And I could take out this. Well, I could take out the Stowaway. I don't have a lot of 2s, and it's pretty good with Currency Converter. Currently, I'm playing 14 lands, which, oh wow, what a late Swords and a Learning Revealed. I guess I will take the Candelabra. That does make me wish a little that I took the Upheaval, but I'll still take Candelabra anyway. I have Map. I have multiple ways to find Academy. I could probably take out Night Scythe at this point. Oh, I'll take Fiery Confluence. I like Sheldock Isle, but Fiery Confluence is a busted card. Okay, so this is... Oh, Lelia came back? Okay. Maybe I take out the Tidebinder and Carnage Interpreter. I'll consider the Interpreter, but I do want Lelia here. This looks like a good Lelia deck. Yeah, this is kind of an Aggro Academy deck. I actually don't mind. I don't mind that I didn't take Upheaval here, I think. Picking up Fiery Confluence is nice too. You know, Walking Ballista coming back would be nice. I guess I'll take Bone Horde. I think the next pack was the one with Underground Sea, Walking Ballista, Ritual, all that, if I'm remembering correctly. It would be nice to wheel something out of that pack. Because, I mean, this is only like one card over, so we'll see. Oh, Ballista came back. Perfect. That's I think, the one I wanted the most anyway. Suspicious Stowaway could probably go. We'll see about main decking this Pyroblast. It'll kind of depend a little on what my teammates have. Consider also, I mean, one reason not to take Ponder is Consider is, here, I'll take a Crater Maker as a sideboard card. Consider is only a little worse than Ponder. I mean, it is worse. Ponder is better. But I wasn't getting as big of an upgrade, so maybe I should have just taken the Third Path to begin with. It's a late Everflowing Chalice. Am I in for that? I don't think this deck actually wants Everflowing Chalice. I think I'd rather just hate the Watery Grave. If I end up playing Carnage Interpreter, I can also play the Watery Grave. It's just an additional black source for Carnage Interpreter reasons. And then here, I guess I'll take Sunbillow Verge. Yeah, not entirely sure, but I like where I ended up. This actually seems pretty good. It's a little bit different than normal. Let's go build this deck. All right, so this deck ended up being good. I like this deck. Yeah, I guess I wish I took Third Path maybe over Ponder. I don't know. I think this is one card over because I want to end up with like 15 land plus the 2 Moxes. 9, 10 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 7 red, 10 blue. I probably just need one more red. I'm glad I took that Flooded Strand. I think that actually did work out kind of nicely. Let's see. We've got a Boros deck, blue-black Reanimator deck. I'm trying to decide if I want to main deck Pyroblast. I could also cut Consider, or I could cut the Key. The Key really is only good with 1 ring. Well, it's good with 2 things. 2.5. It's good with 1. It's really good with 1 ring. it can be good with currency converter if you have enough mana, and it can be pretty good with Candelabra if you have Academy. This deck can draw kind of a lot of cards with like Fable, Lelia, Tursa, Chandra, One Ring, Time Twister. The Time Twister is nice. I actually like Time Twister more than Stock Up once more. Let's just take the Consider out. Yeah, sure. I guess I would trade Ponder for Consider and then have a third path in the deck. I still don't really think this is much of an upheaval deck. Maybe it would be good, but feels like I've got enough interaction. All right. I think this is what I'm going to go with. Let's see what my teammates got. All right, so my teammate Paul Chinas here's got every reanimate spell. Reanimate, Life Death, Animate Dead, Exhume, Necromancy. For Torsten, Archon, Italia, Troxa with Frantic Search, Occult Epiphany, Flash. Oh, yeah, Faithless Looting. Yeah, this deck is awesome. Good lands and an Ancestral. Why not? All right, and then let's see, my other teammate here, Larson has this is a black-white deck, Lotus and Mox Emerald, which is nice. Probably not playing these red cards because they're mostly a little too committal, and definitely playing the library. Oh, my Retrofitter. And then Jake Brown has a Brain Freeze, Haywire Might, like Nadu, Greaves, Seasoned Dungeoneer, Time Spiral, I guess somewhat artifacty deck. Yeah, so there's my Sakaran Infiltrator. All right, well, I guess good luck to this deck. Let's get in there, huh? All right, time for round one. On the draw, you know what? I'm kind of in for this. Turn one, currency converter. Turn two, activate it. Find a blue card. We'll see if this works out. Oh, the One Ring. I don't mind that one either. This is actually a turn 3 One Ring, turn 4 plus Force of Will. So like turn 2, assuming my currency converter doesn't get blown up, I get to activate it, make a treasure, discard a land for sure. And then by the time I play the One Ring, hopefully and tap it, I'll have found a blue card so I can force their play. All right, well. Okay, I hope it's not Strip Mine here. Urza Saga. Well, this is a pretty good start. Okay. Well, I could miscalc or force. I mean, we'll see if they play something next turn. Probably can't even miscalc is my guess. There's a good chance I'll have to force something here. There's 2 cards in hand. Let's draw a card. Discard an island. Bristly Bill is going to, let's say they have 2 lands. I think that's okay. Makes it into a 4/4. Oh, they had Strip Mine? Yikes. Okay. That is going to be a problem. I don't think I'm beating this hand. Oof. Could have forced the Bristly Bill, but I thought I was going to get to play the One Ring next turn, and then I was hoping to be able to just bank on that. Okay, well, I'm pretty dead now. Even if I had forced the bill, this would also still been a huge problem. We'll see what they get with the Saga, but Zernorb, sure. Okay, so I'm going to take how much this turn? 11 down to 4. All right. Let's draw a card and then discard a card. Let's discard that because I don't think I'm going to be doing that. Pyroblast can definitely get sided out. Let's make a treasure. Play the One Ring here. And I will draw a card because I'm going to have to anyway. I guess this is where Upheaval or something would have been good. But all right, we'll see what they got. They can use Bristly Bill to double counters. They got nothing better to do. Utopia Sprawl. So, don't really have a great answer to these things. Let's take my turn. Tap the One Ring. Yeah, all right. That was a beating of a hand. Well, Pyroblast can definitely go out. Crater Maker. Overwhelming Surge destroys a non-creature artifact. Tidebinder can be pretty nice against some of that stuff, so let's just do that, I think. All right. Well, on the play now. Hopefully we can get a nice banger of a start. All right, time on the play. Okay, I do like this hand. I kind of am not sure. Am I supposed to imprint on turn 1? So the upside of imprint and counterspell is that I get to cast a second one of these artifacts and do a little cycling and get to I'm going to want to cycle an artifact. If I don't, the thing is, if I draw another blue card, I can go land Chromatic Star, and if I draw another blue card, I can just play Chromox, imprint that card, or if I draw an island and I'll have counterspell up on turn 2, which I think is pretty nice. Oh, well, in this case, we're actually just going to go. Let's just sack this for a blue. I figure I might be able to imprint something else. Okay, I'm not going to. I'll play Chromox, because I'm going to play a turn 2 One Ring, of course, here. Land. One Ring. Draw. All right. Ooh, a little Planisphere. That's looking pretty good. Could play that, play 2 artifacts, tap this. It's just going to have a 4/4 in play all of a sudden. I don't mind that at all. Okay. Lotus Cobra. You got it. Take 1. I hope to draw a blue for Miscalc, but I want to get this into play because when I do this, it gets an extra counter. Oh, Time Twister. Okay, well, in that case, unfortunately, don't get to Miscalc this turn, but I do get to get all those. Oh, I'm going to eat my own thing. And then next turn, I'll probably sack Soul Guide end of turn to draw a card. And then I'll probably Twister the next turn. We'll see what they do. It would have been nice to find a blue this turn so I can leave up Miscalc, but I think getting the Planisphere down was really good because it's already a 4/4. Next turn, it'll be like a 7/7 or something like that. Maybe bigger, depending. I mean, my Time Twister is going to give it 2 counters by itself. That's a 6/6 because it's a spell, and because if I draw, play 2 more spells, it's an 8/8. All right. If they have like a fetch land, they could have up to 5 mana this turn, maybe more, depending on what else they have. So they could get something going. Malevolent Rumble. Okay. They hit Exploration and 3 lands. I don't want them to play Exploration this turn. I hope that they just take a land. Because if they go Exploration, land Exploration, they did take the land Exploration. It's just going to make this Time Twister worse, the fact that they're going to get to play all this stuff. Okay, and then Strip Mine. So we'll see. Maybe I don't end up twistering. I don't know. Kind of depends what they play here. They could Strip Mine a land. That obviously is going to be a little less impactful. Okay. 6. Well, let's draw a card. Oh, map. Okay. Now we're probably are going to Twister here because I get to go map. They have Strip Mine, so it's not gonna last forever. But I get to have 1 good Academy turn, which I think is gonna be sufficient. 5 mana. I think I'll Twister before tapping 1 ring. Draw. Okay. Oh, I can Tidebinder the Strip Mine maybe. Let's tap the 1 ring. Let's draw some more. Wow, I didn't draw any artifacts. That's kind of, well, I drew now a Ballista. So let's go Candelabra. Tap those 2 lands. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 8 mana here. I want to be able to do some things. Maybe what I do is I just tap these 3 and I can play like Lelia or something. Because if I leave Library or Academy untapped, I can tap it to cast Tidebinder on the Strip Mine and Borrower on the 6. And I think they're going to fire off Strip Mine first anyway. So that makes me want to, maybe I just play Tursa. That sounds pretty reasonable to me. And discard 2 lands here. All right, and drew 2 more lands. And I'm going to attack with my 7/7. I'll keep the 3/3 back. Okay, I'm happy enough they block with the spawn. That's 1 less mana for them. Pass the turn and discard those same 2 lands. All right. Yep. I just knew they were going to start with that. It's just really hard to imagine that not being the case. So let's Tidebinder it up. Worked pretty nicely. And then if they want to clear this mana, they'll go to attack, and then I'll bounce the 6 here. I could bounce Lotus Cobra, but I feel like bouncing 6 is better because it has an attack trigger and costs more mana. Oh, they're playing their stuff first, so they have things they want to get into play before they attack. It's a little dangerous to just have my mana floating. What if I had a mana drain in my hand? Yeah, no? Okay, they have 2 lands into play. Let's see how they kick things off here. And next turn, I'm going to get to attack for a lot. I mean, I assume I'm going to win this game at this point. The finding Tidebinder for that strip mine was was pretty nice, because next turn I just will be able to go like, I'm going to borrow here, and then I'll be able to go like Lelia, Chandra, Fiery Confluence all in the same turn, and like I imagine that'll be enough. Heritage Reclamation, destroy my Candelabra. Okay. Still a little while to do that with mana floating, but I guess, oh, I see, Minsk and Boo. Okay. Sure. They're going to go to beginning of combat. And I guess at that point, I'll Petty Theft the Boo, because if they attack with their 6, I can just double block. Okay, that's gone. I mean, I think even without the Candelabra, I think I'll be fine here. Let's draw. I go to 14. Might as well tap this 1 ring here. Trigger my Planisphere again. Planisphere is not doing too badly here, honestly. Soul Guide. Eat the Strip Mine here, because maybe there's obviously like red and 6 sort of deals. And let's see, if I tap this for 5, I'll have 10 mana. Chandra, trigger. Actually, I think they actually are dead here. Deal 4 to the 6. Lelia. Walking Ballista for 1 here. And then ping that Lotus Cobra. And I can attack for, I guess this is 19. So given that, I'll attack Minsk and Boo. Wait, 11, 14, no, that's just 20. Okay. This is 11, 14, 17, 20. All right. And then, oh, it actually is going to be 21 because I think the Tursa is going to exile a card as well. All right. Got game 2. Okay. Crater Maker, Suspicious Stowaway, Overwhelming Surge. I mean, Bonar Dracosaur is not crazy. They don't look like the kind of deck that can get rid of it very easily. I could maybe play that over Key. Key seems, or maybe Soul Guide actually seems okay with red and 6 and stuff. All right, let's try doing that. See how this works out. All right, on the draw. All right, this is a pretty reasonable hand. Really could benefit from finding Mox Pearl or Tellurian Academy. That's a lot of my draws, though. Those are the kind of cards I want to see early. I am going to keep it. They're mulling. I mean, I get to go turn on Island Ponder with a fetch land in hand to shuffle away whatever the worst of the 3 Ponder cards are, because you draw the 1, then you draw the 1 for your turn if you do it on turn 1. So a lot of looks. If I find Mox, then I can just go land, Mox, Vivi on 2. If I find Academy, I can go... Oh, they moved to 5. Does he have Exploration too? No. Island, not a great draw. All right, let's find some action here. Fiery Confluence, the One Ring Time Twister. Yeah, I actually think this is probably fine. It's locking myself into no good turn 2 play, and I think that's okay. Because, I mean, I'm just going to play my some artifacts on 2, probably. I could slow roll a little bit. Oh, you're going to strip mine me? That I actually don't mind too much. And then I'll play Flooded Strand, and I'm going to crack it, because I don't really want to draw Time Twister. Let's get Volcanic, and let's play Chromatic Star. And now we kind of both got reset by the Strip Mine, which actually works out kind of nicely, because then it gives me more opportunities to draw a Mox, and effectively, just like this, have basically a turn 2. That's really funny. All right, well, let's play Vivi, and then we'll see what goes on next turn, but things could get pretty dicey for my opponent if they don't have a way to kill this thing. And that is how this card works usually. They have Dismember or something? An Edict, an Infernal Grasp. Haven't seen too much in the way of black cards from them. They could have like a Vamp or something here. I'm not sure what else they would be tanking about, though obviously they could also just be scrolling Twitter or something. You never know. And then next turn I can go One Ring, trigger Vivi, then just play Candelabra, or well, we'll see what I draw, I guess. I'm going to have some options, and an Academy would obviously be a sick draw with this Candelabra. Wouldn't mind drawing a counterspell of some kind either. Oh, Heritage Reclamation. Okay, they chose to cycle it over killing Mox. Yeah, that actually makes sense why they would think about that and why they'd make that play. Killing the Mox obviously in some ways is better, but the problem is I have Vivi out. So killing a mana source when I have this out, it's not that effective, and I think rightfully they're maybe trying to dig into a way to kill this, or if they have a Mox and a Minsk and Boo, you know, trying to like turn 3 a Minsk and Boo, or even just line up a turn 3 play here. Try to combat the Vivi Ornitier. All right, and there's the 6. Okay. Let's just crack this first. If I draw Academy, obviously, it's a different thing. Oh, interesting. If I play Planisphere and Candelabra, I don't have enough mana for One Ring, so let's just go One Ring, trigger, draw. If I draw a Chrome Mox, that's something. Okay, there's Academy. And a blue, play Candelabra. Past the turn here, they do get to attack with 6, pick up a land. Well, they can't pick up Strip Mine. They can mill and pick up a land from those, and then maybe mill something to play. Next turn, I'm going to go Planisphere, Academy, One Ring, to kind of get to do a bunch. I mean, it's not 0 that I could technically try to kill them with Vivi. Let's see. This only costs 2 to move. There are some lines where I go like Planisphere, move it onto Vivi, tap the One Ring. Because when I start putting counters on this, thanks to the Planisphere, then I make my mana back really quickly. Oh, snapping. Oh, this is Minsk and Boo. Okay. That I'm okay with. Because I get to block the Boo if they attack. So they're probably not even attacking with the Boo. They should attack with 6, though. They milled 3 things that aren't lands. I'll block here. Okay, draw for my turn. I mean, they have 2 cards in hand. I don't know what they could play now. There's not that much. I guess if they Furied my Vivi, I'd be sad, but it didn't seem very likely. Okay, miscalc. I want to get the Planisphere down before I tap the One Ring. The question is, do I want to move it onto the Vivi here? I kind of think I do. There. Tap the One Ring. Oh, Brazen Borrower. There we go. That is money. So tap this. That's 4. Okay, Candelabra. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pentad Prism here. It's double triggers. I mean, can I win with Vivi this turn? I actually think I can. What a card. Petty Theft the Boo. Yeah, this looks lethal to me. Because every time this happens, they get pinged. This is 8. And then Fiery Confluence deals 6 to each opponent. Pinged, 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 and send. All right. Well, Vivi does the trick. Well, that was pretty sick. Two new cards from Final Fantasy working very nicely together in tandem. Obviously, Academy and One Ring were a lot of that, but that was pretty strong, and I didn't even get to all the mana from Vivi. All right. 1-0, baby. All right, time for round 2. Playing against like a blue-white deck that has some big mana aspects to it a little bit. And, well, this hand is okay. Obviously, I would like to find a bit of fast mana. Chrome Mox would actually even be better than Pearl. It could probably go... I mean, do I imprint Fable to play Vivi or other way around? It's actually kind of funny. They have Caracas in their deck, so I guess that makes the Vivi a little bit less appealing. I'm just gonna ponder on one here. Counterspell, mount. All right. I'll draw the mountain so they don't, if they like probe me, they don't see the counterspell. Turn 2, I get to play Island, have up counterspell, and then probably just play Fable on turn 3. I could play Vivi, but it feels like Fable, getting Fable going is going to be better. Okay, they didn't have a play on 2. I like that. Oh, no, they did have a play. Oh, it's Grim Monolith. That's all right. Just pass the turn. I also have Brazen Borrower, so I could Borrower end of turn if they don't do anything. They're just going to play nothing. No land, no spell. All right. Take my turn. Play a mountain. I'll just play the Candelabra. Pass the turn. It's like a little bit obvious that I have a counter based on that, but I think getting my Candelabra down is good. And this turn, if they don't play a land this turn, I was going to bounce the Monolith. Whatever this is, I'm going to counter it. Tinker? Yeah, I will counterspell the Tinker. And hope they don't have counter back. Okay, they didn't. Nice. That worked out pretty nicely, I will say. It's an understatement. Yeah, let's play Fable here. I still think Fable is going to be the best move here. And they can kill my Fable end of turn if they or token if they have something now. Okay, there's a Mox. And no plays. Interesting. All right, well, let's draw. Oh, Hull Breacher? I see. I just won't use the ability, I think, and then play... Well, hold on. I could play Ballista for 2. I'm going to attack first and offer the trade. I don't think they're going to take it, but this way I don't get dazed, which I think is pretty important. And fortunately, I have to spend my turn doing this, because if they have like Wheel of Fortune or something like that, it's just not going to work out well. And I'm just going to kill this now. I don't really think there's a compelling reason to wait. If I draw Academy, then we are popping off. Okay, still no plays. At some point, I'm going to want a Time Twister here, but I don't really need to do it right now. Just go attack and see if that works out. All right. And I guess I'll just go land Vivi. They Stern Scolding me. Yeah, for some reason I felt they had that. All right, play Star. Pass the turn. I could Time Twister here, but I don't think... Oh, this is during my second main phase. Yeah, I mean, I'll take another mountain. That's fine. Maybe I just fire off Twister here. Let's just pass the turn. And the reason is, if they, worst case, they play a land. Maybe not. And then they play something. But if they just play, oh, sure. That and pass. I'll petty theft the Mox here. They haven't seemed to have a counter, so, oh. Let's go map. Crack map. Academy. Also, Mana Leak type counters are not going to work here. And I'll just tap the Academy to Twister. They'd have to have literal mana drain. Or like, I guess, Force of Negation. Okay, they did not. And now let's go map. Untap Academy. Tap this for 4. I could also just pass. Do I need a Tersa right now? I guess let's just chill here because I have Hardcast Force, Hardcast Pyroblast up. Seems like just keeping those up sounds good. They did get a fresh hand of 7, so, you know, got to keep that in mind. Thraven Inspector? That's what we're leaving with? Okay. Post Twister. Oh, into Ancient Tomb. Are we going to Tinker also? All right, well, now, because this also lets me use my mana anyway, because I get to cast Brazen Bar. Map, I'm just going to keep in play. Just it's Mox Sapphire in play. It's actually better because Candelabra. Oh, okay. So now let's go. Tersa. Yeah. Discard 2 lands. Vivi. And I think I might be able to, I don't know how to win this turn. I don't know about that, but I can do some things. All right, let's go attack here. Yeah, I actually might be able to Ballista for enough if they didn't block. Because right now, oh, crack the clue now. Sure, if they go to 13, they go to 10. So right now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 artifacts in play. Well, five and add a mana 6. And I think I just play Ballista as a 3/3 here and then leave up both my counters. That feels like that's going to be sufficient. Maybe I don't even need to play the Ballista, to be honest. But I feel like probably doesn't hurt because it's not like they can resolve a sweeper here. I've got Force and Pyroblast. All right, on to game 2 here. I want to keep the Force, or rather the Pyroblast in, of course. Crater Maker seems okay. Maybe I take out Soul Guide. They didn't have much in the way of graveyard stuff. All right, try that. Well, luckily, my other opponent has the Strip Mine. Yeah, I'll keep this hand because I get to go turn 1 Converter, turn 2 Academy Activate, and that is a pretty nice little start. Oh, Sensei's Top would have been nice. Any pearls? If I drew a pearl, this hand would have been insane. I'm going to play the Mountain because if I actually do want to discard this island to the Converter because making treasures makes the Academy better. So I certainly want to get Mountain into play. I kind of hope this is another one of those like chill. Oh, I don't like to see Caracas. I guess Vivi is probably not. All right, well, I'm not going to discard Volcanic, so let's just play this so they don't know Academy is coming. Can change their plays. Spin top is fine. I was hoping to start building up a nice Vivi. I don't think I'm supposed to take out Vivi and Lelia because of Caracas. This certainly is an annoying card. Oh, I should have converted before. Normally you wouldn't because you want to leave mana up to represent counters and maybe what they play would change my converter decisions. But it's fine. It's going to be fine now. But they have Hull Breacher in their deck, so I really don't want to. If they play land 3 and then I use converter, it's kind of a beat. All right, but luckily that did not happen. I'm definitely discarding an island. Oh, okay. Make a treasure. Oh, playing Volcanic worked out nicely, because now I just get to play Chandra here. If they counter it, they counter it. And add red, red. I'm going to play a Ballista for 1. My plan now is to Time Twister next turn. So I kind of like getting this into play. Oh, are they going to Stern Scolding me? So it goes. Stern Scolding gets Ballista at any cost, so kind of glad I got to do that. Oh, they didn't top end of turn? Demerit. 1 official demerit. And they could have set up this map token with Sensei's top. Yeah, all right. Well, they're topping now, so I guess that's better than not. But obviously that could have been a little costly. So next turn, I could Twister. They're probably going to get... Oh, they're milling Echo Avions. Whoa, yeah, look at that. All right, that makes me a little more inclined to Twister here. Because they have Echo, so they can pull the trigger when they want to. Let's see what I draw. Oh, Pearl? Okay, yeah, definitely Twistering then. So let's go Pearl. I'm not going to play the Vivi first, I don't think, because of Caracas. I just think that spending mana on it, though... Hold on. I already played the Pearl, so that's a little bit of an error. I guess this actually gives the mana back pretty quickly. I could also Fiery Confluence. Yeah, actually, why don't I just do that? Let's see. Let's go add red, red. And deals 2 damage to each creature. And I mean, the problem is if I kill the top, they tap it and this fizzles. It's nonsensical, but let's just kill the Spyglass. I have a Chandra in play. Killing the Spyglass seems pretty good. And then Twister. Oh, Fairy Mastermind in response. Pretty good. All right. Let's draw. Well, this is some good action too. Ballista here. No, let's just chill. I'll let the Fairy Mastermind hit the Chandra. I also don't mind that much that they drew an extra card because they just drew 7, so it's not quite as bad. Mox is annoying though. That's going to let them leverage their stuff. Baubles, whatever. Really what I want them to do is go for Tinker. Spyglass Siren continues to be fine. Hit Chandra. I mean, I'm going to try to go for a big Ballista and have Pyroblast up. I really hope they don't have Stern Scolding. I am going to go for a Currency Converter end of turn because I have Pyroblast for Hull Breacher. And I technically have Force Pitching Miscalc if I need that too. All right. See my top card. Let's just discard a mountain here. Okay, draw for turn. They draw off that. What do I want to do with this Chandra? Do I want to make 2 red, or do I want to... I kind of think I want to make some red mana. Let's play Chrome Mox. I'm not going to imprint on this. Make a treasure token. Play another mountain. Tap this for 5, 6 mana. Maybe I do want a Chandra plus. No, let's just add red. And then go Ballista. X equals 4. Actually, let's Ballista X equals 3. Oh, I have 1 mana floating if I do that. Yeah, maybe that's fine though, actually. Let's just go Ballista X equals 3. Because I think there's a decent chance I have to Pyroblast here, and then I have enough mana. Oh, they even did have the mana drain. That's really funny. I have enough mana to hardcast Force and hardcast Miscalc here if it comes down to it. I mean, the Twister, I did get a decent amount of air, but I still have a Chandra and a Currency Converter, so I feel pretty good about that. Let's just... let's kill the Fairy Mastermind. I'll wait on the Spyglass Siren. I can do that on my turn. All right, I use my Chandra, pass my turn. They have Sensei's top. They can do their thing with that. What am I hoping to see here? I mean, I guess something like Lelia or Tersa Light Shatter. Oh, Tersa, I could technically cast Twister again. Mishra's Workshop, so we were competing for artifacts for sure. Reckoner, Bankbuster. Sure. I mean, I am going to want to hardcast Force at some point here, but I have a lot of mana, so it's not like I need to do it right now. And they have a lot of cards in hand. A thingamajig that's going to draw them cards, just not that scary. All right, well, I'm going to want to do this anyway, so let's just do that. I also can just pump Ballista end of turn if they don't do anything, so I don't feel like I really need to Force of Will, a Reckoner, Bankbuster. They're going to path my Ballista now? You're welcome to do so if that's what they want. They can spin top looking for path if they don't have it already. Next turn, I'm probably going to start by Chandra plussing and exiling my top card. Let's see, if I draw a land, I'll probably play it first. Oh, Candelabra. Okay, well, I don't need to... I have enough mana right now, so let's just exile my top card. See what I do. Pentide Prism? Yeah, I'll cast Pentide Prism. Actually, hold on. Okay. Island. Candlestick. Attack. And let's just pump this twice, I think. I don't think I need to pump it anymore because I want to keep mana up for all my stuff. But this is lethal next turn with Ballista. Ballista just goes pretty hard and you have a ton of mana. Shocker. What is this? Oh, Cycling Xander's Lounge. Yeah. Spin top. Currently, I could untap that and have a ton of mana, and then I get to use Currency Converter. Oh, cracking thing. I don't really have two counters up here. I just have one. I could also cycle Miscalc if I needed to, but I kind of feel like between top, Bankbuster, the fact that they might play multiple spells, what I could end up happening here is I force their first big play and then Miscalc their second one, if it comes down to that. Okay, that's looking... I mean, they might not have a first big play. I guess we'll have to see. Oh, is this Tinker? And I can miscalc it. Beautiful. Really just beautiful. About to be 2-0 here with this kind of like aggro Academy deck. It's not the biggest mana Academy deck, but the Academy is still really good. And looks like things are going great here. I don't know. I have a Force of Will up. I have Converter and Chandra, so I'm drawing cards. And the Ballista's lethal. I put 2 counters on this, attack them for 6, shoot them for 6, and that is it. But we'll see what they're up to. Boom, and that'll do it. All right, time for round 3. Playing against Mardu. Yeah, I'm gonna run this hand. Pyroblast being dead is not great. If Richer opens with Mana Crypt, I'm in trouble. Okay, Chandra is good. Part of the reason I didn't mind this hand was I get to have turn 2 Miscalc up after cracking Star. And I have a pretty great Academy hand if I end up Academying. The main deck Pyroblast actually didn't work out this time. It usually does, but this time they played against 2 of the 3 decks I played against. I sided it out, or will have sided it out. Okay, well, resolving a FOMO isn't the end of the world. Well, I hope there's no attack here. Attack here would be annoying. If I draw Academy here, Academy, play Candelabra, play Key, untap Candelabra, I just go completely nuts. All right, Richard knows what he's doing, so... Oh! Okay, well that actually is something that I can use the Pyroblast for. And... let's play Candlestick, pass the turn. Because I'm going to want to play Chandra next turn, most likely. Though, Chandra doesn't look amazing here. Sculler. All right, well, let's sack this for a blue. And miscalc the Sculler. And what do I even want to draw here? I guess... the One Ring would actually be the best thing I could draw, probably. Ponder, interesting. I can Chandra kill one of those. I kind of want to just Chandra plus. I think that that's better because add red, red, candelabra the island, and then ponder. Okay, I don't mind this either. Don't mind it at all. All right, let's go one ring on top. Play candlestick, pass the turn. Chandra's going to get attacked here, but I'm going to get to see multiple cards off it. Oh, I put it in the wrong order. I thought about it afterwards too, and I'm just like, he's playing Mardu. Probably doesn't have a second hand disruption spell, but I'm going to lose because of that too, straight up. Oh, and that actually makes the FOMO attack twice. All right, well, I kind of get what I deserve here. I mean, the one ring with the key would have been probably enough to carry me this game, but I put it in the wrong order. Instead of duress missing, it took my best card. And a little bit of justice, I would say. I think that's a reasonable description of what's going on here. Would I have won or lost? Who knows? Maybe I would have lost still. Certainly well within the range of things, but obviously casting one ring at 16 with a voltaic key in play is pretty good. All right, let's petty theft the giver of runes here. No reason not to, I don't think. I can't quite play at end of turn, but I will be able to next turn. Draw another brick here. Pass the turn. I don't even need to sack it. I mean, I could draw Time Twister. I could still be in this, but it was a unfortunate just, zoop, you do the thing. What is this? Is this fourth Earlingus for 2? All right. Well, yeah. I mean, again, fourth Earlingus could have still beaten me here, but obviously I put myself in a position to be beaten instead of not. So I go to 6, and then I go to 4. All right. See what I draw here. I do get to steal the Monarch for whatever that's worth. All right. Let's see. What would I have drawn over the last couple turns? It's looking not great for me, but that doesn't really excuse the error. Take out Tidebinder, or rather Pyroblast. I don't even know if I want to put in Tidebinder. Soul Guide Lantern also doesn't seem amazing. Overwhelming Surge. I think Crater Maker is going to be good, and I kind of want Dracosaur. Just put in some big ones. All right, let's try this, huh? On the play here. Let's see if we can get one. Okay, well, let's go Volcanic Go. Kind of a shame that if I had any blue card or red card, I could play turn 2 One Ring. I'm going to get Duress now. Oh, Inquisition. Okay. That could be worse. They can take the Planisphere now, but it can't take the One Ring. If I draw a Mox Pearl, I can play One Ring here. It is possible they take Chrome Mox, but even with Chrome Mox, I still can't play a turn 2 One Ring, so it feels like taking the Planisphere makes the most sense. All right. Pearl? No, Counterspell. All right, let's go Academy, Mox, no imprint, pass the turn. I kind of feel like we're getting Scullered this turn. I guess not. FOMO. All right, I'm going to let FOMO happen here because I can't cast One Ring next turn anyway. I drew Lelia. Yeah, I'll just run the Lelia then. Because Lelia means that even if my One Ring gets duressed or something, I have now a Lelia going, so just do that. Oh, and I exiled a Mountain. I don't have to draw now. All right. Now, even if we get hit by a Duress here or Sculler, it's not the end of the world because I still have a draw engine. If I don't get hit by that, then getting this Lelia going is very good. I just think Lelia is better than most plays that my opponent could make here. All right. It would appear so. No plays. Let's hit with this again. Oh, We'll take key. That is money. Play key. Land. For just one ring here. I'm going to draw, because if I draw Pearl, it's really strong. All right, pass the turn. Can't really get hit here, can't get duressed. At worst, Lelia dies, and then I have one ring Key Academy going with Counterspell up. All right, looks like we'll be going to game 3 here, is my assumption. We'll see. Death Greeter's Champion. Very strong card with Fear of Missing Out in general, but the turn I played one ring, it's not the strongest. All right. So the Death Greeters offers a trade with that Lelia. Let's draw with this one ring first. Maybe we'll draw a Chandra or something. Currency Converter. All right. Kind of in just to attack and see what's up. Ponder. Sure. Let's go Ponder. Okay. Let's see. I'm not going to shuffle now. Land. Vivi. Currency Converter. Untap the one ring. Tap the one ring. Add blue, I guess. And do I want to use Converter or do I want to just play Ballista? I kind of want to just play Ballista for one. I just want to make it less likely that I randomly die to, I don't even know, some sort of weird Arena of Glory, a Barrow-Goyf sort of deal. No, okay. Soul Guide does actually make FOMO a little tiny bit worse. You can take Delirium, but that seems pretty bad. All right. I guess I'm in. It's possible that Bonehorde Dracosaur on the draw is a little ambitious, but I don't know. I've got a couple Moxes. I have an Academy. I don't want it in my opening hand, I'll tell you that much. All right. Yeah. I mean, I gotta run this one, I think. It's got a Borrower for Disruption. I'm going to draw a Mox Pearl. Oh, Miscalc is actually not bad. Just get my Volcanic. I kind of want to just get red sources out because I'm about to have tons of blue off this Academy. Turn 2, I probably just leave up Miscalc Brazen Bar. I'm going to get FOMO'd or Scullered here. Oh, Blood Tithed. All right. And I'll have a good Academy turn next turn here. Once I miscalc this. Miscalc you. Take 3 down to 16. All right. Time for some action. Oh. How do I want to do this? I guess what I can do is I can go Pentad Prism for 2. Academy. Lelia. I could Ponder first, but then I definitely won't be able to play anything. Let's just Lelia. All right, exile a mountain. Pass the turn. Maybe I'll Ponder next turn. Lelia might die if Jacob's got a removal spell here. Doesn't die to the Blood Tithe. Comet Stellar Pup. Okay. No 6, please. Okay, 2 squirrels. 2 squirrels. All right, we can accept 2 squirrels. All right, I go to 12. All right, I get to Brazen Bar or a squirrel if I want. Let's start with Ponder. So what do I do here? Huh. I have a lot of options. I can play Bonehorde Dracosaur this turn. They will have a Comet on 7. I can Brazen Bar or a squirrel, attack Comet down to 3. Can I do that and play the One Ring? If I tap this, these for 2. No, I can't quite do all of that, I don't think. No. I could just exile the map. I could play the map. I could leave One Ring Dracosaur. They go to 3 at 12. That doesn't sound so bad. This puts. All right, let's do that. I think. Oh wait. No, I don't want to concede. I want to undo. Hold on. Oh, it's too late. No, the map didn't want to be exactly on top. Okay. Or I could just play the One Ring. Maybe that's even better anyway. I don't know. Attack Comet, exile the One Ring, and I can play map and One Ring. Yeah, maybe this ends up being better because the Comet can't actually hurt me this turn. It can kill Lelia at best. Let's go map. Tap for 4, play the One Ring, and I draw. I mean, I know what my top card is. It's Bonehor Dracosaur, so I don't really need to do anything there. At some point, I might want to also Brazen Borrower the Comet. All right, they made 2 more squirrels. Okay, that's not the end of the world. Exercise, so let's draw 2, or draw 1, and untap the One Ring. Draw 2 more. All right, actually this kind of worked out okay. Comet is still very dangerous here. And Johnny, so here's what I want to see. Is I want to see Fiery Confluence. That would be money. Okay. I guess I just attack with Lelia first. I kind of feel like. See what I exile. Another land. I think I'm just going to be on. Please don't. Please don't hit me with Comet, right? I'm going to bounce the Ajani token because otherwise they just block with that. Okay. And I want to play Bonehor Dracosaur. I'm now in full control mode. It's really annoying. And I don't think I can, unfortunately, play Brazen Borrower in the same turn. I don't want to crack map. All right, let's pass the turn. This is going to really come down to what Comet does here. Makes 2 squirrels a turn. You know, that is not the end of the world. Uh-oh. Is this a 4th Earlingus? There's not that many reasons you'd play Mana Crypt here. Oh, Palace Jailer. Oh. And me unable to play my... if I could have played my Brazen Borrower, this would be a lot better. Yeah. I'm probably going to lose here now. If I find Fiery Confluence, I could definitely win. I'm going to 6 here. All right. Fiery Confluence, let's go. Fiery Confluence. Okay, well, let's do that, huh? Do I just tap the Academy, maybe? For 4? Yeah, that'll keep a lot more of my options open. All right, let's Time Twister. Let's do it. Any Fiery Confluences? About 1 million mana, but no Fiery Confluences yet. All right, well, I get to see some cards here. And I have Candelabra Key, so I'm going to get to see a lot of mana. Let's actually go untap, untap, untap. Oh, I guess, whatever. I want to make sure I have enough red here, and then I can play Mox. I think imprinting nothing is fine. Tap Academy, key to untap Candelabra, and then red, 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 and then Candelabra, all my lands, because it's better to have lands untapped than mana floating. Okay. Let's start finding some cards, huh? I don't get to see that many, to be honest, but And I think I tap this one more time because I'm going to spend all this mana. Draw off star. Confluence. Chandra. Ooh, if I don't find Fiery Confluence here, then I think I'm pretty dead. Exile my top card. Let's go. Where to go? Oh, Island. I guess I can't cast it. All right, Lelia gets bigger. Fable of the Mirror Breaker. And now I think I'm pretty done for... Because I get to attack with Lelia, I get to see one more card, but... Oops. Doesn't matter who I attack. It's another land, so I time twistered into all bricks. All right, well, 2-1. Definitely through game one. This game, actually, the turn I played One Ring, I think it got exercised, but it turns out I think maybe playing One Ring, getting it started was better. But yeah, I needed to find Fiery Confluence, which was nowhere to be found. Because if I do that, I wipe the whole board, probably deal 2 to everything, and maybe and pop Mana Crypt, and then Lelia gets to attack Comet for like 7, and I probably just hit for 7 and then get my Bonehorde Dracosaur back, but have to settle for a 2-1. Kind of nice mid-pivot or mid-draft switch into Academy, kind of an aggro Academy deck. Vivi continues to be great. The Planisphere was really good, so fun draft. Would have been nice to pull that last one out, but that'll do it for today. Hopefully my team can close things out from here. As always, thanks for hanging out with me as I draft my Academy decks. I like what I do, and you know what? I'll be back tomorrow with another draft. I'll see you then. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel, and you won't miss a single draft.